Hi guys, in this video tutorial we'll see how we can create animations for your WordPress website. So we can create animations on the WordPress website just like this, simple animation, or we can create something complex like the one you're seeing right now. So guys, if you want to create animations like this, or if you want to create an animated heading for your website like this, or if you want to create a custom header and footer section for your website, you can check out my channel. It has all these videos along with an overlapping column effect like this. So having said that, let us dive into creating animations. So for creating animations, we'll require two things, both of which are free. So we'll first require Elementor, which is a page builder, the free version of Elementor. And along with that, we'll require a plugin called Lotte. So Lotte is the website, or Lotte is the plugin which would allow us to embed the animations in your website. Okay, so this is the backend of the website. So this is what the backend looks like for the website. So we'll create something like this, but first we'll start with creating an animation like this, which is a simple one. So we'll just create the animation like this. So in order to install the plugin, you need to go to your plugin section and click on add new, and you need to search for a plugin called Lotte. And once you search for Lotte, the second plugin here that you would get is Animentor. So I've already installed and activated the plugin, but as you can see, it has over 9,000 plus active installations, and it was updated 3 months back. However, it is untested with my version of WordPress. So whenever you are installing a plugin which is untested with your version of WordPress, or if you're not sure about how the plugin would turn out to be, always take a backup of your website. That way, even if something goes wrong, you can always get the original website back up and running again. Okay, now having said that, let us continue on the animations. So Animentor, the reason it was updated 3 months back, so Elementor, in the widget section of Elementor, if you search for Lotte, so this is the plugin that comes with the plugin that you install. So this is the widget that comes with the plugin once you have installed it. But Elementor also has a Lotte a widget with its pro version. So if you can see here, so this is a pro version widget. So we'll use the free version Animentor widget here. So what we have to do is we just need to click and drag this animation wherever we want to place it. So I'll place it just like this, just below the text and above the button. So we'll place the Lotte widget here, and then once you have the Lotte widget, you will have to click on upload. So if you can see that small Dix icon here, you'll have to click on that to upload. Now the thing that you'll upload is a JSON file. So what is a JSON file? A JSON file is something which would allow the animations on your website. So once you go to Google and search for Lotte animation, the first link that comes up is their website. So once you open their website and search for any kind of animation that you want, so I've searched for happy, and these are the animations that you can see. So in order to download the animation, you need to have an account with them. So this is not a paid account, it's a completely free account. You just need to register on their website, and there are no credit cards linked or any kind of commitments that you have to make. So it is completely free of cost. So once you've made the account, you can go ahead and download many of the free items that they have on their website. Some of the animations are paid, but we'll go ahead with installing one of the free plugins, free animations. So we'll go ahead and downloading this. So I've already downloaded this, but I'll just show you what the JSON is actually. So once you click on the animation, so for downloading this animation, you have certain options. So you can download it as a JSON, you can download it as a zip file, or an animated GIF file, or an MP4 file. So depending on where you will be using it, you need to download that kind of a file. So for Elementor, a Lotte JSON file is what you would require. So if you see the animation, there are a few other things. So you can change the background colors and all these things, and you also have an embed code. So if you're embedding it on a blog or something like that, you can easily copy this code and you can embed it on this blog. But I won't be changing the background color because this is a white background that they're offering. So as you can see here, this actually is a transparent background, so that goes well with any kind of background you're placing it on. So that is why you just have to you just need to download the JSON file. So I've already downloaded the JSON file, so I won't be using it again. So I'll cut it out of there, and I'll put in the put in the animation here. So I've already placed the Lottie widget, and I'll click on the Dix icon. And for the media library, as you can see, we have a happy.json file. So we'll insert that into the media. So as you can see, this is what the animation looks like. So we'll make it a bit smaller. So we'll try to do what we have done here. So we'll just try to get that width, so it's 18. So we'll also get a width of 18 here, and we'll center align it. And for the animations options, there are a few options here. So the speed is 1, which is the normal speed. So if you want to speed it up, you can obviously give a bigger speed, give a higher speed, or maybe reduce it to a lower speed. Autoplay is obviously, it autoplays once the site loads up. If you want to set a delay, you can also do that. And this is something which I like. So you need to loop this so that it animates continuously, else it will just animate once. So that is good for something if you're doing a scrolling effect. So say for example, a person is scrolling down through your website, and once he comes to a certain point, the JSON file or the animation animates for one single time, and then it's quite. But the place that I'm putting it, that needs to have a loop. So that is why it is looped. And if you want to reverse the animation, say for example, there is a car which is moving to the right, and you want to reverse it, it will move to the left, then you can just click on reversed. And if you want to play on mouse over, so in that way, if someone is hovering their mouse over the animation, that is when it will play. But I like to keep it like this, so it will animate all the time. And for under style, you can set the width, or you can set any kind of opacity if you want, but we'll not do any of those things. So we'll just keep it simple and make the animation like this. And for the button as well, we'll make it a center align just to get this effect. So if you update it now, and if you click on the preview changes, you'll see that our animation is up and running, just like this one. Okay, now we'll see how to create a much more complex animation like this. Okay, so in order to create an animation like this, a complex animation like this, so we'll start by adding a section. So first, initially we'll get rid of this animation that we have currently, and we'll update the page, and then we'll take a section and apply some margin to the top and bottom. After that, we'll go ahead with an inner section. Okay, so the section that we have taken, so we'll make the layout full width, and we'll stretch the section, and maybe the columns gap, we'll make it no gap. Okay, now in the inner section, on the right hand side, we'll place our Lottie widget. And we'll upload the nature animation which you just saw. And in the animation options, we'll make it loop so that the butterflies keep on flying. And in the style, the width is already full width, so there is nothing more that we need to do here. We'll just go ahead in making this the section. So guys, if there is a position like this where it's difficult to go ahead and select the section, what you can do is you can just right click and you can open up Navigator. So Navigator is Elementor's another way of clicking on particular objects which might not be easily clickable. So currently we are in the column section. Before that we have the inner section, and there is a column to that, and then there is a section. So we need to change the background color of this section. So I'll just click on the section and I'll have the section editing options. So I'll go to style, and for the background type, I'll give a white color so that matches with the animation that we're having, and then we can get rid of this Navigator. Okay, now we'll just drag this column so that it has a bigger space to work with, and then we'll add a text editor, And after adding the text editor, we'll just duplicate the sample content that we have, and we'll go to the advanced and we'll just tweak the positioning. So in the positioning options, you have width and position, so we'll only be working with the position options. So currently it's set as default, but we'll change it to absolute. So in case of fixed, what happens is if you place the position to be fixed, once you're scrolling through the website, the position of the content or the widget that you have placed at fixed, or the widget that you have made fixed, would be fixed at a particular point, so it won't scroll along with once you're scrolling the page. So we'll make it at absolute, and we'll just increase the offset, x offset, the y offset will increase it, so that we have something like this. So once you have enabled positioning, you can easily change the column, easily change the content or the dimensions of the content with your mouse, and we'll place it like this. And once you have done that, we'll just click on update. Okay, now if we look at our page, the preview, and we'll just refresh the page. So this is what we did earlier, and we have got rid of this of the previous animation that was playing. So currently this is what the animation looks like. Okay, now we'll go to the inner section, and as you can see, we have made the section full width, so we'll now make the inner section full width as well. So we'll just go ahead and making the content full width and clicking on update. So now if you see the preview, earlier there was a white section, so now that we have made the content full width on both the inner section and the section, you can see that it is clearly full width. And so if you change the positioning, as you were seeing in the preview video, that in the preview website, so if you want to change the content position towards the right a little bit more, that would look a little bit better. You can play around with this sort of animations. You can add different kinds of animations, and you can use these animations to work your way to different objectives that you might have. So for example, if it's a if it's a website which you are selling a course, or maybe if it's a website where you want to make the person to make a purchase, so you can have some good kind of animations over there. You can have a rating animation, you can have so you can use the animations to different effects, and these animations look really cool once you're viewing the site live. So guys, that is how you place animations on your website. So I hope you have learned something of value in this tutorial. So if you have, or if you have learned something which you would like to use in your next WordPress website project, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial video.